Hey everyone, and happy holidays. I thought it would be pretty fun to show off the vinyl albums that I purchased in 2022. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. It's a pretty eclectic list, so I hope you like it. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any of these albums, if you've listened to them, if you own them yourself. What do you think of the albums that I purchased? Become a Patreon member for $2 a month, and remember to join the Discord, King Angel's Entertainment Lounge. We watch movies, music, album listens. It's a hangout for millennials and Gen Xers. Link in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and let's start this vinyl show off with the first one I purchased. Pixies, Surfer Rosa. This is a phenomenal album, jam-packed with hit after hit. We have Where's My Mind, Bone Machine, Vamos, yes, Gigantic for those that like that female voice in the band. But yeah, it's an amazing album from beginning to end. And on that same note, we bought Doolittle by Pixies as well. This is a follow-up album to Surfer Rosa. On this one we have Crackety Jones. We have Hey, Been Trying to Meet You. Ooh, phenomenal album right there, Doolittle. Next on the list we have, actually went to a festival and was able to see this artist live. So we have Robert Glasper, Black Radio 3. This is a Grammy-nominated album by producer, multi-instrumentalist Robert Glasper. Amazing album from beginning to end. I absolutely love it. There's a reason why it's Grammy nominated. OG right there, legend. Some of the best tracks on this is we have Over, Better Than I Imagined, Forever. It's jam-packed with hit after hit. He is a phenomenal artist and a musician worthy of admiration. So shout out to Robert Glasper. Next up on the list is one of my favorite albums of 2022, and it goes to Miss Arca, Kick 5. Arca was my Spotify Wrapped Artist of the Year. I am very much a huge Arca fan. She just never disappoints, and this album is just so beautiful. Highlights, we have Sanctuary, Tierno, Músculos, Estrogen, Fire Prayer, but the jewel of the album, and probably one of the best songs Arca has ever created, is Crown. She wears her crown. She wears her crown. Damn, that's what's up right there. Crown. That is, again, one of Arca's best songs ever. I absolutely love this album. I have it high on my list right there with Arca and Arca Zen. Those are my favorites. Mutant as well. But wow, this album is just amazing. Moving on to the next one I purchased this year, we have one of my favorite albums of all time, Operation Doomsday by MF Doom, all caps when you spell that man's name. It's right there. You got Doom. If you are a fan of MF Doom, you know that this is his debut album. This is where it all started, like officially. Who You Think I Am, Doom Are You Awake, Operation Greenbacks, Back in the Days, The Find. It's just, this album is just so amazing from beginning to end, and I am just so lucky to be able to have a copy of it. R.I.P. MF Doom, my favorite rapper and your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. So just remember that always. Love you, Doom. Next up on my list is album by my favorite artist of all time, the greatest musician in my personal opinion. She released her new album this year, and you probably already know who I'm talking about. But we have Fosora by Björk. What can we say about Björk? And again, she's just the greatest entertainer of our generation. That's my personal opinion. Greatest musician, This album is just a 10 out of 10 for me from beginning to end. I absolutely love it. You can check out the video I uploaded for the unpackaging of the vinyl and the CD that I purchased. You could just scroll on my video list and you'll find it there. It's beautiful. Like the actual album artwork and the vinyl in and of itself is just wow. It's Paris. They do a great job. They do every album, or the majority of her albums. The design, the layout, the artwork, the font. And this album is no different than any of the other ones. And it's just an amazing album, again, from beginning to end. Next up on the list, we have the great Nina Simone, The Hits. I purchased this one on Amazon. I'm not 100% sure if this is an actual album released by her. I think this is more just like one of those compilations that came out, but I was so intrigued by the artwork and how beautiful Nina looks and how the blue just like resonates with the color of her dress, and I just had to have it. When I realized that it has one of my favorite Nina Simone songs of all time, which is Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. Black is the color of my true love's hair. Ooh, wow, what a song, what an experience. If you haven't checked that song out, I highly recommend. It'll pull on your heartstrings. What an amazing song. Amazing album too, but it's just that specific song, Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. It's just like Nina in her most, wow, I could say vulnerable, but you can hear it in her voice. It's, wow, such an amazing album. Amazing song as well. But again, I don't know if it's canon, but again, I still love it. I still love it. No difference in it. Nina Simone, The Hits. This next album is actually one of my wife's favorite albums of this year. She absolutely loves this band. And it's Durand Jones and the Indications with their album Private Space. Phenomenal dance album. It's very energetic. Lots of great beats in it. I absolutely love it. My wife loves it even more. Shout out to Durand Jones and the Indications. And the funny thing is, we actually saw the vocalist when he opened for Black Pumas when we went to see them December of last year. And it was such a surprise to see that he was the person that was opening for Black Pumas, and it was such an amazing night. I won the tickets. I've never won anything ever in my life, and that was the first and only time I won something, and it was tickets to see Black Pumas, and it was pretty awesome. So what a great experience there. Like I said before, this is Durand Jones and the Indications. Next one I purchased is one of my favorite albums, especially when I was growing up. This band means so much to me. The lead singer means the world to your boy. I've been a huge fan for such a long time, and it's Circa Survive's Huturna. This album defined my 20s. So this was released in 2005. I was 22 at that time, and the impact that it had in my life was just so big. Anthony's voice, like the band in and of itself. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind was released in 2004, and this album makes so many references to that movie, Meet Me in Montauk specifically. And being that Eternal Sunshine became my favorite movie of all time, this album goes hand in hand with it, and I love it so much. It's a different kind of what people thought was emo, like falling into that category. Albeit Anthony does have a very strong falsetto voice, and he does high ranges, so sometimes people thought it was a girl singing, but nah, it's Anthony Green, and phenomenal band. I love Circa Survive. It's just amazing. It's just every song, Act Appalled, Wish Resign, Meet Me in Montauk, We're All Thieves, Stop the Fucking Car, The Great Golden Baby. It's just a whole album. I absolutely love this album, and every time I hear it, it just transports me back to past times in my life. And just before I move on to the next one, this is the album, Circa Survive Huturna, that my wife and I would listen to when we first started dating. Like that was our thing, and that's why this also holds such a special place in my heart. So shout out to my wifey and shout out to Circa Survive. Next one is also Circa Survive. Their second album, On Letting Go, came after Huturna. If you like the first one, this one is even better. The quality, the band sounds a lot more unified. The melodies, Anthony's voice, phenomenal album from beginning to end. I love the album artwork. It's one of my favorites of all time. I've seen many people with tattoos like this. I admire that. That's just so awesome, and they did a great job with this one. I mean, just look at it. Here's the back part. For this one, wow, it's just living together in the morning and amazing. The difference between medicine and poison is in the dose. Travel hymn, semi-constructive criticism. Leave out meaning this time. Ooh, carry us away. On Letting Go, phenomenal. I mean, I just love this album so much, and it's such a melodic album that you feel so great after listening to it. Shout out to Circa. Next one on the list, I saw them live at the Blue Note Jazz Festival, and I absolutely fell in love with this band. Purchased this album. I'll be purchasing more of his albums and like the band in and of itself. And shout out to the drummer for being one of the best jazz drummers I've ever seen. We got Butcher Brown. Oh, this album is literally roll up, light up, smoke sesh from beginning to end. I mean, this album is a vibe, and I mean both sides. Yeah, you could just literally put one, spark up, and just enjoy a great spiritual smoke session that'll fill up your heart with joy. Oh, wow, what a great album. Amazing. Here we have, I mean, the whole album is great. 1992, Lovelock, Hopscotch, Cabbage, Gum in My Mouth, For the City. The drummer of the band, Corey, again, shout out to this phenomenal drummer, like one of the best out there. If you know Corey, if you've seen Butcher Brown, then you know that he has a really big future, with a really big bright future when it comes to drumming in the jazz scene. Phenomenal, like round of applause for Corey. Loved it. Next one is my second favorite album of 2021. It took me a really long time to purchase this one because it wasn't in stock, but once she posted on Instagram that it was going to be available, I just jumped up and I purchased it, and it's one of the best vinyl purchases I've done in a very long time. I mean, all of these have been exceptionally amazing, but this next album, A Rouge of Tab, Vulture Prince. Wow, it's who is this? Who is this person? How is this person creating this amazingly beautiful, heart-wrenching music? And I don't understand a word she says because she sings in Pakistan, and I have no idea, yet it resonates so much with me. I highly, highly recommend Vulture Prince by Rouge of Tab. I remember listening to the album before her popularity exploded and she started increasing. It was right at the moment when President Obama posted the songs and albums that made his list of the year, and Aruj Aftab's song, it was Mohabbat made it into that list, and that's literally when everyone just started listening to her, and she deserves it. Wow, I'm trying to figure out, like, how could I explain this album to you? It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. The cohesiveness of the instruments, the melodies, her voice, that deep, sultry voice when she sings, especially in Pakistani. It's just, wow. That's all I can say about this album. Everything. It's just like a Bagomain Inayat. Last night, my beloved was like the moon. So beautiful, ooh, so beautiful, like the moon. Oh, wow. Mohabbat Sanslo. Please check this album out. Give it a shot. It's worth it. It's worth the time, and it's worth the effort of listening to it, because it's just magnificent. So shout out to Rouge up top, and shout out to Vulture Prince for being my second favorite album of 2021. My first being Promises by Floating Points, and the legendary Pharoah Sanders with the London Symphony Orchestra. And last but not least, another great, amazing album by an amazing musician. Long live Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. Soul Time. I gotta wait for you, honey. Girl like this. What can I say about Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings? I mean, she's a force to be reckoned with. Long live Sharon Jones. Long live the Dap Kings. I don't think this album is canon though. This is like one of the ones like Nina's album that I just saw it on Amazon and I purchased it because I just wanted to have it. It still has some phenomenal songs. This one is more soul. So we have Selling In, He Said I Can, I'm Not Gonna Cry, When I Come Home, Inspiration, Information, Without a Trace. It's a soul album from beginning to end. It's quite lovely. And again, I mean, if you know Sharon Jones, her music is very energetic and it has lots of life to it. She will make you smile. She will make you dance. She will make you move your body. And this album is no different than that. So yeah. Those are the albums I purchased in 2022. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about them. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. Become a Patreon member for $2 a month. And remember to join that Discord, King Angel's Entertainment Lounge. We watch movies, music, album listens, documentaries, concerts, community gaming, a little bit of everything. Link in the description box below.